you don't always want to drink your bourbon neat. I mean, I usually do, but if you're looking to mix in one of your bourbons with some sour to make a bourbon sour, do I have a recommendation for you? Hey, Whiskey Outpost, it's Chris.
And Tina.
Yeah, and what is it? What time? What are we celebrating? What are we celebrating?
National Bourbon Heritage Month.
We certainly are. Every day this month, we're trying a new pour. We're talking about a new topic, and today's theme is the best bourbon to make. Well, whiskey sour was the prompt, but that doesn't make sense because it's clearly a bourbon sour if you mix it with bourbon. And so, yeah, what I went with today was, well, first of all, if you don't know what sour is, because I got that question before we started filming, sour is, basically margarita mix. I've made margaritas with sour mix. I've made sours with whiskey mix. To me, it's basically citrusy, sugary, limey, yeah, a little more orange, I think, in a sour than maybe in a margarita. But yeah, it's basically what you're dealing with. So the funny thing is, because I drink bourbon, you may have noticed, a lot of times there's a bar next to work, and sometimes we'll go for drinks after work. A lot of times I end up having them make a margarita with Woodford Reserve, which is why I picked Woodford Reserve. Now, this is Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, because this is my channel, and I can do that kind of stuff. Really, any Woodford is going to do you right. We're going to actually taste the Double Oaked today, because I'm a huge fan. This is actually one of the older bottles of Double Oaked, and I think the fact that it has aged a bit, breathed a little bit, is actually doing it some nice favors. But yeah, if you want to make really any bourbon cocktail, Woodford Reserve is always going to do you right. And a lot of cocktail bars we've gone to have used Woodford Reserve when it calls for bourbon.
Why?
Taste it. Well, what do you smell first? There's some proof on there, right?
Yeah, definitely proof.
But under the proof, do you get the chocolate? Do you get that kind of s'moresy aroma?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sweet.
Yeah, so this is the bourbon that I tasted.
Like creamy.
And so we're in our recording studio downstairs. Our bedroom is up a flight of stairs, and that way on the other side of the house. I ran, and I'm not a runner, to our bedroom and made you try this because I thought it was so s'moresy when I had it. So give it a sip. Sweet, chocolatey, marshmallowy, little graham cracker. Aftertaste finishes way smoother than the proof on the tongue, right?
Yeah. I don't get graham cracker and marshmallow. I get chocolate.
You get chocolate? Okay. That's a good start.
Yeah.
So Woodford, not Double Oaked, has a similar sweetness to it. It doesn't have some of the complexity of the chocolate notes, but it's strong, right? The flavor isn't going to back down to sour. You can't drink water on a bourbon podcast. Come on.
I'm telling you, it keeps going down the wrong pipe, and I'm going to die.
Okay, let's avoid that. So, anyway, I think the Woodford Reserve is strong enough that it stands up to sour, but then still brings its own own flavors to the party. And I don't think that it's so strongly proofy that it overwhelms the sour or the margarita or really anything else.
I was just thinking, you said a sour, like I think margarita, I think lime. But with like the chocolatey in here, I could see the orangey side being really good.
And
lime
again,
and chocolate, meh. But orangey and chocolate, I could see that being really good.
And I don't necessarily want people to go chase this Double Oak bottle. It's $50 or $60 on the shelf now. What's the booza plain Woodford Reserve, or which is still pretty good, is not nearly so expensive. It's probably $35-$40. I kind of overplayed that hand. It's cheaper than the Double Oaked anyway, so that's why I think it actually makes a good mixer too, because you can get a lot of it for not a lot, and it still has a lot of the qualities you're going to want as a mixer.
You don't want to be using Pappy in your sours.
No. No, I don't.
You want to be rich enough to be able to use Pappy in your
I
sours.
do, yeah. Had we have won the lottery, which, drew this week for 1.8 billion, yeah, I might have used, I would have bought a barrel of Pappy and just put a plug in it. Whiskey and Coke for everybody.
Whiskey and Coke with Pappy. Alrighty.
Anyway, so, and later this month, we're also going to talk about what you would want to mix with an old fashioned. And my number one answer to that would be Sazerac, but Sazerac rye. But in this case, we will talk about some other good bourbons to mix. But when we get there, remember this episode, because Woodford Reserve makes a great old fashioned as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's also drinks well neat. But quite frankly, I've had it in so many mixed cocktails. I'm not sure that I would drink it neat. I just go into the refrigerator and make myself a bourbon Rita or something like that. Closing thoughts, host Tina?
No, that was pretty good.
All right. Come back tomorrow. We're going to keep drinking once per day till September's done. See you next time.
Bye.